This is Brian D. Hill, the official admin of USWGO. That's USWGO.HYIPO.net. I would like to discuss with all people, including any potential fans of us, why we are all starting USWGO, including my best friend and someone who I love, Alyssa, which is also an admin of USWGO. I'm just one of the admins. And I did start it up. When me and her were talking, she wanted to do something because she gets really, she and me both get angry at what the politicians are doing. And sometimes we both all get depressed and fearful and sad. Well, I'm not sure if that's how she felt, but that's what I felt. So I thought about doing something about it by actually unifying people for people purposes, not for religious or political, but unifying every religion and every political party together, everybody, to be for what democracy is all about. If you want to be a communist, then go ahead. Be a communist in your area. If you really want to be in a communist government, go to China. Don't try to make everybody who doesn't like it communist, because in a way that hurts people. That is what USWGO is about. We're about supporting everybody, and that's what democracy is all about. Everybody to be free, to choose the way of life they wanted. That is why America was to become a free nation, was because we need to be free. Why should we have one type of politician run the entire country? In reality, I believe that maybe every party should have a chance to speak out. Every party of the entire country, every business, every non-commercial, every activist, and every average Joe. I believe everybody, technicians, smarty kids and smarty people, and non-smarty people alike. I'm not saying that people are stupid, I'm just saying people that know advanced calculus, while others are good in other things. I'm not saying, people are not stupid. Everyone is smart in their own way. I'm just saying that it seems like we're all attacking each other because someone might be considered smarter than others. But in reality, I think we all need to work together, in that we all have a place in society. The reasons why there's all these genocides is because our governments believe that certain people are toxic poison, or that criminals are scum of the earth. But a lot of times, there's been criminals involved in reform, involved in political and other reforms, because they've done something illegal. They've hurted people, and maybe they want to change their life around. Do we not want to give them that right? Do we not want to give criminals a right to reform their lives and reform society so that we can prevent criminalism? Prevent all these overcrowded prisons? Because, I'm not going to be a politician, but I'm going to help the people become politicians. That is why I'm coming up with this government framework, and that is why I want people to join and register on our USWGO forms. We may have a few bugs here and there, we may have a few problems, but please bear with us if we really want to do this. I think we need to work together and unify the country, because I don't think we should consider another religion that's never hurted anybody like to consider it taboo and illegal, and that we're going to arrest someone because even the stuff we're doing here is considered taboo. Like in other religions, we can't eat meat. Like meat might be a forbidden thing to eat, and another religion, they might want to protect the environment while we're polluting. So, for anybody who thinks that environmentalism is some sort of a religion. But the thing is, and another classic example is that people are so they're so against the gays. In reality, it seems like a lot of these battles are not really being won because they just create a bunch of drama and they have us fighting amongst ourselves, and that's the real reason why we're losing our rights. I am not left wing. I am not right wing. I am not a racist. I believe that all races should be treated equal, in that it doesn't matter whether you're black, white, Mexican, Oriental, man, woman, we don't care. We just care that you try to be a good person and everything, and we care about what you're thinking, like what you're going to say. We care about the inside, not the outside. This is what we believe on USWGO. We want anybody to be welcome to be joined. It doesn't matter whether you're Catholic or Methodist or Amish, or, well, I know the Amish aren't in the technology, but maybe one day I could come up with old-fashioned ways of like getting the Amish involved in a non-technological, find ways to support their religion as well. Well, that's what USWGO is all about. We want to support all religions. We know they all have different views, and we want all religions to be allowed. Because USWGO is about making sure we all get along. And we cannot make this a reality. We cannot put it into the KKK. We cannot put it into these Adolf Hitler or neo-Nazi people unless we can't put it into hate unless we all join together out of a group that cares about one another. And even if you don't like what religion someone else is following, then that's whatever they follow is their business, and you just follow your own. You just tolerate people. Anymore, I think it is sick and sad that people are attacking one another because they're gay, or because they're in a different religion, or because they're in a different political party than most are accustomed to. And I've even heard reports that Ron Paul's supporters are declared terrorists. And they're probably going to declare me a terrorist because I'm not doing the same thing that's been the way of life in America, like how everything has to be two politicians and how everything's sort of controlled. How do you know that John McCain or Obama is better than one another? What if they're both involved in the same type of stuff? Time after time, you keep voting in these politicians, and then they turn out, they do try to do some good things. I do agree with that. For anybody who says that, I do think that they all do try to do some good, positive things. But in a way, they're always going to break their campaign promises because they're not gods. Anybody who thinks they're gods or messiahs does not think clearly, or does not think straight, because Jesus was not a politician. In the Bible, Jesus was like this. He's probably going to be considered a hippie, because Jesus was not violent. The Romans were going to murder him, and Jesus didn't go, "I'm going to kill you, Romans, I'm going to murder you to death." Jesus didn't say stuff like that. He didn't say, "I'm going to murder you, and I'm going to do it for God." Jesus didn't say anything like that. Jesus was not a politician. He was this man who at some point went homeless and tried to preach the Word of God. He gave up his regular normal life he could have to preach the Word of God. I know not all of you will accept that, and I accept that. I accept that not all of you will accept this. And no, USWGO is not a religion. I do believe in God, and that's what I believe in. Whatever you believe in is up to you. Whatever you all believe in is up to you and is up to your choice. If you don't think that God exists, I accept that. I accept atheists to join USWGO. In fact,